Welcome to Learn English with Faisal Hamid, and today we are going to have common errors in English, and we will consider 5 preposition errors, and it is part 1 of the series. Think. You have accustomed, so you will use with or to. So either it is accustomed with or accustomed to. Never say they are accustomed with cold weather or he is not accustomed with rude conversation. Always say they are accustomed to cold weather or he is not accustomed to rude conversation. So remember, accustomed will take to as a preposition after it, not with. Second one is aim on or aim at. Never say the talks are aiming on a compromise or the government's campaign is aimed on influencing public opinion. But always say the talks are aiming at a compromise. The government's campaign is aimed at influencing public opinion. So it is aim at, not aim on. Ashamed from or ashamed of. Never say you've got nothing to be ashamed from, or she ought to be thoroughly ashamed from herself, talking to her mother like that. Always say you've got nothing to be ashamed of. She ought to be thoroughly ashamed of herself talking to her mother like that. So it is not ashamed from, but ashamed of. Next one is afraid from or afraid of. Never say she's afraid from spiders or you have always been afraid from your boss, but always say she's afraid of spiders or you have always been afraid of your boss. So it is not afraid from, but afraid of. Next one is composed from or composed of. Never say air is composed mainly from nitrogen and oxygen, or the audience was composed largely from young people, but always say air is composed mainly of nitrogen and oxygen, or the audience was composed largely of young people. So it is composed of, not composed from. Thank you for watching.